Well, I would be remiss if I only did part 1, so I had to go hunting for part 2, and I found it. So it's the full thing. I'm very excited. We haven't done this one in a very long time, and this is always like a punchline that I use, the revealing science of God, so I think it's funny that John requested this. Let's go. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. Welcome to Yes Saturday, a double helping. We did the last part of True by John Anderson and the Band Geeks, but it is called Yes Saturday, isn't it? So we're going to be doing some Yes, courtesy of our patron, John. Thank you, John, as always, my friend. I appreciate you. He requested part 1 of the Revealing Science of God from Keys to Ascension, live at SLO 1996. He requested part 1. I don't know if he meant to request part 2 as well, but I went hunting for it and I found it. It's kind of split up, and there's not like real good quality versions of it. You know, it's like 360p. We'll deal with it, right? So this is, yeah, part 1 and part 2. I'll link my Yes playlist up there if you want to go watch some other stuff. And let's go. Go and subscribe to help brother out. Click that icon somewhere down there. Why not? You ain't got nothing to lose, right? Maybe leave a like and a comment too. Alright. The Revealing Science of God, live by Yes. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully part 2 is what I think it is.
Dawn of light lying between the silence and soul sources, chased amid illusions of wonder, in moments hardly seen forgotten.
And Steve and Rick is back for this, right?
Colored in pastures
Are
of
back for
chance
this.
dancing leaves cast spells of challenge, amused but real in thought. We fled from the sea. Thought transferred through moments of days of searching, of feeling carnage of time, provoking memories, disjointed but with purpose. Craving penetrations of the lips with the self-destructive, sharp and tender love, as we took to the air a picture of distance.
This man doesn't age. He sounds the same here that he did in the True video. I love this song. Damn, Rick. Game, Chris. There's so many lineup changes, you just never know. I have to make sure.
Cold out of June, but I never saw
Chris just make magic happen in this song.
Cast out a spell.
Just from their section alone.
For the light of day, lost in light's ray, I ventured to see as the sound began to play. What happened to this song we once knew so well? Sun promise for moments caught within the spell. I must have waited all my life for this moment. The future boys with the splendor just begun. The nights we were as one, uncrowded through curtains of liquid into sun.
Wow. It's crazy how long I've been doing this. I just realized. I heard this for the first time last year. Crazy. Oh yeah, I can sing.
What happened to wonders we once knew so well?
1 year ago.
What happened?
Wow. It's been a year and a month. Exactly. That's creepy.
We must have waited all our lives for this
13 months. This reminds me of the hotel. That bass, oh my god. Yes, here we go. The aquatic jig. This song, it was them at their best, man. So experimental, but still so beautiful. Ahead of their time. Pure magic, bro. To be in that crowd, right? Little Lee was 2 years old. I had to give y'all the double helping of Yesterday, basically. Or yes adjacent. 2 super long videos? Come on, man. Can't beat that. are killing this.
Fast, they tell me, but I just can't believe that I could be
Oh, Rick. I love it.
to tell you I made the challenge. Look around you, son, with you. Getting over overhanging trees, let them wreck the forest. Thoughts would send our fusion clearly to behold. Getting over wars we do not mean. We charge the movement suffers. Call out all our memories clearly to behold. They move fast, they tell me, but I just can't believe they really mean to.
It's absolute perfection, bro.
Someone to tell you, and I just can't believe my song won't leave you.
They might have bit off more than they could chew, but the critics can go shove it. This shit tastes amazing.
Warland, seagull.
Oh no. That sucks. This is part 1 and part 2 though, unfortunately. That sucks. Okay, now I get it. Now I see why he requested part 1 only. Alan is so tight. God, man, this song. They tapped into something very deep and primal with this album. But also, beyond that,
They tell me,
that ancient ocean within all of us.
but I just can't believe they really mean to. Someone to tell you a course towards a universal season. Getting over overhanging trees, let them wreck the forest. They might stand and leave them clearly to sunflower rainbows. A piece of portraits, flowers of the dark and lights of songs to follow and show all we feel for and know of God's round. You seekers of the truth, accepting that reasons will we live and breathe and hope and chase and love for you and you and you.
What a track, dude. That's almost... They did that better than the studio, almost. I get what you're saying now, John. So, I don't know if I messed that up or not, but when I looked it up, there was only a part 1 and a part 2, and that was both of them. So, if it skipped that climax there, it seems like I looked at the different versions. There's only like 2 different playlists for this album, and this song was split up for some reason. I don't know why. So my apologies. Obviously, I have nothing to do with the video being made like that, but there are people that make that mistake and think that I have something to do with that. I just listened to the videos that are already made, so sorry for that. It obviously did miss that part, you know, but still, that was 17 minutes of just absolute bliss, you know what I mean? I remember when I first reacted to that album, I made a whole thing out of it. I just looked at the thumbnail. Man, I used to make some beautiful thumbnails. When I had time, bro, I actually took like pieces of like mosaic art, all that, and I would like, oh man, I used to make some beautiful thumbnails. I really did. But time shortened and workload increased, so that's what happens, unfortunately. The art gets squeezed out of it. With a little art I do get out of this. I mean, that's just special, bro. I mean, you can't say that that is not just some special stuff right there, beyond music, you know? This whole album, Topographic Oceans or whatever, they really tapped into some primal, deep, mystic shit with that album. I mean, it gets weird. If you've never listened to it, that album gets real weird, and I love every second of it. That ocean theme, the ancient ocean theme, I think is so fascinating to me. You know, that we all, if you think about like Pangea and all that, if we were all one continent at one point, that means there was all one ocean at one point as well. You know what I mean? So just imagine how deep and endless and how much stuff was down there that we'll never know about. Just imagine how many things we're never gonna know in life. I honestly, well, I'm not gonna say I stay up thinking about it, because I work so much I fall asleep instantly usually. But whenever I do have a fleeting moment to just kind of, you know, disassociate, think about crazy shit, I think about that sometimes, about all the stuff that we're never gonna know about. You know what I mean? And I'm one of those people that just loves to learn, so it hurts me more than like most people when knowledge is lost. You know, when I see like ancient like temples and beautiful cathedrals going up in flames or in war, you know what I'm saying? It hurts me so deeply to see our history just being destroyed in front of our eyes. And I was thinking about this earlier. I'll shut up after this. They say, you know, when they you know, this Leif Erikson was first, all, you know, the whole chain of people that supposedly found America first and all that, right? So just imagine this, right? Just imagine the old world, right? So they call that's Europe and Russia and all that. And I guess Asia would be a part of that. But, you know, we just go off what people say. That's just what we do for some reason in life. You know, I mean, there's always science and you have to have evidence and blah, blah, blah. I don't trust half of it, to be honest. But you have to imagine, I think people have been in America for a very long time. I think the Native Americans, I think all the way down to South America, I think there was I'm not like putting my Graham Hancock hat on, but I mean, like, you know, I definitely think there was an ancient civilization in like where the rainforest is now, because all that rainforest was actually planted on purpose. They found out. Isn't that crazy? With the LiDAR and stuff, they found out that it was actually grown on purpose. I think there was an ancient great civilization that was actually connected to Egypt, that was connected in South America, in Brazil, especially where the rainforest is now. The Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incans, I think that's all just groups. Or even like I said, like Machu Picchu is like what? It was like they think it's a palace or something, like a summer home for like the king or something. You know, like they have all these, like what's the Nazca lines, all that stuff in South America. There's a lot of there's lots of ancient stuff in South America, and we have barely begun to scratch the surface with it. And I think that's just an example to show you that we don't know shit. You know what I mean? We've got an idea and we just run with it, but that idea could be totally wrong. We could have the wheel, you know what I'm saying? Like the wheel could have been designed differently, you know, sort of thing. Like we have such fundamental things within our thinking and our structure of thought and just reality itself that we just believe with a blind faith, you know, and it could be totally wrong. I'm not saying it is, but it could be. You always have to have that in your head, that it could be wrong. It doesn't matter if it is. It's that it could be. You always have to keep an open mind. Okay, revealing science of God, but yes, sorry. Whenever I get to talk about ancient oceans, I get very happy. But look at this title real quick. 5K subscriber special. That was what that song was. I forgot about that. That was a year and a month ago. September 17th, 2023. It's been a long time. Thank you so much, guys, because we're, what, 33 and a half basically now? That's crazy. So basically, I've gained 33,000 subscribers within a year. It's not bad. So that was Steve Howell on guitar. I have to look at that. Chris Squire on bass, Alan Wade on drums, John Anderson on vocals, Rick Wakeman on piano and synthesizers. Obviously, the highlight of that is the synthesizers and the guitar, I think, but Chris is like so close with it too. Honestly, the whole band is literally firing on all cylinders here. They almost recaptured that Topographic Oceans magic here, like completely live. That's crazy to me. And this is their first, I think, in '96. This was like their first album since '79 with this lineup. I think Tornado was the last album. Oh, Tornado. They're so good, bro. Sorry, like I have to fawn over them. I mean, Chris, and the way that Chris and Steve's guitar and bass like blend together at points and make this like harmony of just guitar, basically, it's so crazy because Chris has the lower register down perfectly. So Steve's got the upper, and then, you know, you've got Rick doing all the crazy shit on the synthesizers and the keys, and especially with the 96 equipment, not even the 75, whatever it was, you know what I mean, back in the day. This is all different kind of equipment, and he got that same sound, basically. Unless he's still lugging around the shit from the 70s, he might be. It's Rick. You never know. But it sounded so close to that studio cut from back in the 70s. It's kind of creepy, honestly. It's sad. It's sad, and I'm sad that, you know, that part was cut out. But I can't help anything about that, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you, John, for requesting that. That was fantastic. John's lyrics here harken back to an ancient world that we don't even remember, that not even our ancestors would remember. This is like beginning of Earth sort of stuff, you know what I mean, when it was actually hospitable for our kind. I'm not gonna get too weird because I already have, and that's fine. I really do put my thoughts out there, but that's when I say half of this stuff, it doesn't mean I actually really believe it, you know. It's more of a thinking piece, a conversation piece, get people talking, get things started. I do have beliefs like this, though, that there are a lot of things that we don't actually understand and we pretend that we do, you know. And I think history has been a lie, big old lie. At least the past 600 years has been. No, wait, no, 700. The past 700 years have been a lie. I feel like once certain things got in place and certain people were in power, there was backroom deals being made all the way back to like the 12th century, and here we are now in 1984, basically. See how we got here? If you look at the trajectory, it makes perfect sense. But like I said yesterday in the video, we build up to such a high point just to burn ourselves back down to nothing almost. It's almost like we do it in cycles and on purpose. Or there's something else in control. Alright, I got a little too dramatic. I didn't mean to actually end the video, my bad. I think John, like, the way that his lyrics and his voice is just like they pair together so well with everything here, and then you just get this amazing harmony of Chris, John, I don't know if Steve's singing too, but it sounds great. Alan is just on cloud 9 with the percussion here, because you have to keep up with all this crazy shit, you know what I mean, as a drummer, and Chris, you have to keep up with Chris. Chris is a guitarist, basically. And Alan does a wonderful job of grounding the piece while also keeping it in the clouds. It's got this great cognitive dissonance between how far out it is, how trippy it is, but it's still so simple and beautiful at points, you know? It's just an eloquently put sort of snapshot or mosaic of what their idea of the ancient prehistory past was like, you know. But the whole album gets into all kinds of weird mystic shit and everything, and I love it, bro. I love when people get weird with stuff. I love when people can be honest about how weird life is. Life is fucking crazy. There's all kinds of stuff that happens every day that I have no explanation for. I don't usually talk about it here because I don't want to be like labeled as crazy. I'm fine with being crazy, but like crazy, whew, no thank you. I definitely have some far out there thoughts, and music like this doesn't help though. It makes me just think that there's so much more going on than what we know. It makes me dream big and dream deep and dream old, and that's what I live for. All right, I've been talking so much about Yes tonight. I'm gonna leave it at that. John is a magic wizard, and he doesn't age. His voice just stays the same. 2024, 1996, 1975. It's the same. He's a vampire. That's my conclusion. That's a fantastic song, though. I'll see y'all later.